you all day, man.
Really?
Yeah. You can just put it right there, bro.
Oh, you sure?
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
You want me to sign anything?
What's up?
Do I have to sign something?
Oh, no, I got you, man.
Okay.
Yeah, it's alright, it took long.
Hey, no worries, man. No
Yeah,
worries.
It's one of those days, you know?
Yeah, I bet. Alright, thanks, brother. Take care.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I love your Mustang, by the way.
Oh, thanks, man.
Have a good day, man.
Take care, bro. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. My name is DJ Noiz and
DJ Echo.
And guess what we got? We got the hottest thing on the market, man. The Rane One. We have been waiting all day for this thing. All day.
Literally all day.
So check it out. Apparently, nobody has this thing right now. I know that there's a first wave of people who did get some. There's a bunch of the big box companies out there who did get a few and they sent them out. But really, this thing is, everyone's waiting on this. There's a pre-order going on right now. And I hear a lot of them are sitting on a ship outside of...
Who knows, wherever.
Yeah, wherever it's at.
That
But
happens.
you know what? Let's get to it. We're going to go ahead and start the process of unpacking this bad boy. And let's see what... do that side, sir?
The infamous unboxing.
Of the Rane One DJ controller. All right. You going to trust me with the knife?
Well, you know.
All right. Let's see what we got. And just so you guys know, we paid for this. All right. Here it is. All right, let's see. Right here front.
We'll fast forward through all of this so you guys don't have to actually see this part.
Yeah, we'll fast forward. All right. And first thing we see here, got the IEC cable. We got the USB and the manual. So put those to the side. These look like they are the
Platters.
The platters.
They feel like it too.
Did I give you the knife?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. If you wanna, well, we'll unbox the platters later.
Yeah, just regular size. Good packaging, looks good. Pretty heavy. You feel that they feel like
It's good weight, man.
Yeah, really
it's got
good.
good weight. So I got lights in my eyes, so I don't know if I'm looking down there, but I just realized I'm supposed to be looking at the camera. Now, all right, yes, sir.
all right.
Pull the box. Okay. Buddy, pull those. Hopefully this is pretty close to the experience that you had.
yeah.
Look at that. This is nice. You want to pull that, brother? And there it is. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put it together and plug a laptop up to it, and we'll see you guys here in the next clip. All right, and here it is, folks. The new Rane One DJ controller from Rane. And let's, before we get into any of the functions, which I'm sure you guys can find out on the internet and on other YouTube channels, I want to talk about the build quality. What do you think, Echo?
Well, you kind of look at it. Platters are good. They were heavy, as we stated earlier in the first part of this. Overall, I mean, I was picturing it to be smaller, physically seeing some other videos and looking around, but wow, it is actually a medium-sized mixer, and I think overall, I think it's very, very sturdy. It's all metal, as you can see. So
Yeah.
It's pretty steady. Got a fan in the back, so it's gonna help keep itself cool.
Yeah, now the pitch sliders are plastic. I think these are plastic as well. And then the up down volumes, they have some. They're not so loose. They have some. They're a little tight, and they're made so like when you're mixing. There's a lot of people who don't use the crossfader. They like to use the up and down fader. So there's some resistance to it, right?
Yep. And just to let you know, they did send some deoxit fader lube in the package. So be sure to use this stuff if you're going to do anything with the faders. If not, purchase some online and definitely use that. That's super important.
And I believe it's the same fader that they have on the 70 and the 72, right?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah. And the buttons feel really good. And so Rane being a part of In Music, which is Akai as well. I think these might even be Akai pads. Don't quote me on that. As far as the size, I believe it's just a smidget over 26 inches long and right around 14, under 14 inches deep this way. And I believe it's almost 4.5 inches tall. So if you come from the universe of Denon and you have an MC7000, you might get away with using an MC7000 case. I have one, but I don't have one here, but there is an Odyssey case that's specifically for it coming. But yeah, and I guess the only thing left is to turn it on, huh?
Yep, everything looks good. I can't see anything different that the normal DJ would look for.
Now there is a slight, very slight wobble to the table itself, to the turntables, to the actual platters, but I just don't see that as being an issue. We'll see. But yeah, go ahead and switch it on.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and turn it on. But before that, they do send 2 USBs in the box, one for A and B, as you can see. Here's your channels to go from deck 1, deck 2, if you're gonna be using 2 DJs, 2 laptops, so on and so forth. But I know people have talked about having issues with the stock USBs, so make sure you guys go out and purchase there's a bunch of them out there. I can't think of them on the top of my head, but go out and purchase a better USB. I believe this is a USB-A. Is that what they call it? Yeah, USB-A. Just get a better one out for this, just so you don't have any issues. I know there has been some issues with the stock ones. But you ready, Lalo?
Yeah, man.
All right, Noise, here we go. We're going to turn this thing on. We got a little button in the back. It's kind of recessed, so that's good. You don't accidentally turn it on or turn it off, or off if you're in the middle of a gig.
Yeah. Now, something that I do want to mention, just in case you didn't know, there is an A and a B, so it does have 2 inputs for 2 laptops. So if you're somewhere where there's 2 DJs, if there's a DJ on the A side and there's a new DJ coming in, you guys can switch off
seamlessly.
Yeah, with no hitches.
Yeah, no hitches. That's one little click of the switch. You see the 2 right here at the very top. You can also do line if you wanted to put a line into them, which you can see down here on the right-hand side. If not, for all intents and purposes today, we're just going to use A for a single computer with Serato. And again, we are using the latest software 2.4.6. So make sure you guys use that one if you're going to use the Rane one, because they did just update it.
Now, you do have to do a Rane driver install, which is what I'm doing right now out of camera. So,
all right, so what we did, we just logged into Serato 2.4.6. DJ Noiz does use BeatSource for the streaming app on his Serato. So we just logged in. It all works seamlessly, just like you saw it, just a little pause there in between. But like he said, we are doing this live. He's looking for a song. We can just play something in the background just to make sure that we don't get tagged and they take our video off the internet.
All right, and let me see here. Oh, look at that, the platter is working. Oh, here we go. So go ahead and
all right, we're gonna go ahead and go 12 o'clock just like normal on each deck. Make sure everything's straight up so we can see what's going on. We'll go main out. It's 12 o'clock. We might have to turn it back here a little bit as we see the video, but I think that's pretty much ready to go. Lalo, you wanna?
Yeah, man, go ahead and just
all right, Noiz,
push play.
Try it out here.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to play that song all the way through, but you know, everything seems to be working fine. you know. If you want to go through some of the features.
So I know some of this is going to have some fine tuning when we get to Serato, because this is considered a MIDI controller. They did a lot of this stuff around MIDI. So you definitely have to get into the software part of it. You've got to look at everything, make sure it reacts the way you want it to react. I know you see some of the FX here in the middle. We'll start there. As Lala was trying to do an effect there with it. The effects are controlled through Serato. This is just the MIDI map that's telling it what to do, and you can adjust them, and we'll go through that another time. But for all intents and purposes, you know, you've got your FX1, FX2, FX3, 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah, there's software. All the effects are software driven. Yeah, so there's no onboard effects.
Okay, so you got your regular levels up top. We usually run 12 o'clock everything. We don't have to redline. Here you have your high, mid, low pass, high pass filter. So if you can see that, we'll start this again. There's your high pass filter. There's your low pass filter. And then at full kills, there's your low, there's your mid, and there's your high. Full kill. So as you can see, it reacts just like if you were using a 70-72. Buttons are the same, full kills. The buttons are in the same orientation for those Rane users that are out there. It's almost identical. It's just in a shrunk down version. So I think so far everything looks good. Of course, you got your 12-inch platter.
No.
Excuse me, 7-inch platter.
Yeah, it's slightly over 7 inches.
Slightly over 7-inch platters compared to a 12-inch platter. Stop time, you can control your start-stop time right on the unit itself. It's got slip mode, or you can turn the motor off. It's what slip mode does on this one. Censoring and then reverse for those of you that like to play reverse tracks. Shift handles the same way, just as the 70 and the 72. For those of you who don't know, if you hold down shift, you can clear it out. You can start it from there. You can add as you go. You can see all the different colors, so that's definitely really, really good. This one's got built loop on, off on the unit itself, and then you can go up or down, loop in, loop out, manual loop. It's got pitch bend, which some of the people out there really asked for this, that I know on the Rane 1, which a lot of users really like this because you can just pitch bend just to kind of nudge it over instead of pushing a platter, for those aren't used to turntables and using the platter. As Lalo stated earlier, or DJ Noiz stated earlier, you have the pitch faders seem like they're pretty good. It's got the zero, the notch in the zero, so right in the middle. For those of you that do or do not like, there are a lot of pros and cons. It does have the little light, so it does tell you you're back at 0. Range and key lock, of course, just like Serato does, you can key lock.
Talk about the front controls.
Front controls here. You have, we'll start on the right-hand side. Headphones, you have both jacks, the small and the large jack. I always get confused in the millimeter, whatever they call them, but you can look that up. If not, you can just use the regular jacks, regular headphone jack. Q level, Q mix, and you can do split with the little switch right here. Here's off or on. So you can do split Q if you'd like to do that. I'll just turn them off for now. Come over to the middle part. We have the crossfader contour. Here's slow and fast. If you want to go all the way to the right, you can reverse the crossfader if you wanted to with the easy switch, which is off or on. So that's a pretty neat little feature for those of you guys that like to reverse the crossfader. One thing that they did do here, and listen to a lot of the DJs out there and some of the feedback, was put 2 microphones on this controller, which makes it a professional level unit or console, because now you're using 2 microphones. You can use one where you have to hand out in case you're doing a wedding or one of those venues where you need to give a microphone, and then also keep one so you can talk when they're done and continue on with the party.
Now, a lot of people who have used other controllers in the past have always complained about the microphones in those particular controllers.
Yes.
So controllers have always had issues with their mic amps.
And not just issues with it, there was only one input, so you would only be able to control one microphone, where this one has 2 built in. And then also the sound quality was horrible on a lot of the controllers that were out there. So hopefully that's been fixed here. A lot of people I've seen have talked about it, so that's a good thing there. You also have your high-low on this one. You can turn them off. You can make it an AUX if you want to control the AUX right here with this switch, or make it mic 2. So we'll just leave it at mic 2 for now. But if you wanted to use it as an aux, here's your control for the level on the aux, so which is really nice.
And aux meaning auxiliary. People.
Auxiliary. And then the first one here is off or on. Simply turn it on. You can turn the microphone down, leave it on all the time. But this would be your mic 1, your primary mic, and then mic 2 if you're using it, or auxiliary 2 if you wanted to put your phone for different reasons. Like your iPad to play a Spotify playlist that they gave you for the dinner portion of the wedding. So this is a good thing that you have. Just some examples there, but you know, a good variety of stuff for you.
All right, so that does it for us. Our overview of the Rane One DJ controller.
Really quick overview, but at least we did an unboxing for you. You got to see it, went over a couple of the buttons and some of the knobs in there. But overall, what do you think?
You know, I like it, and nowadays, there are places that are building DJ booths smaller and smaller. I know that there's a place where I go and DJ where I'm having to take a Rane 70 and 112 because I can't fit it all in there. And this is a perfect fit for that particular venue. And basically, it looks to me like it's a Rane 70 and 2 Rane 12s, but just in a smaller package.
Yep, miniaturized. Definitely a lot easier to port around, especially as you're going to those smaller venues, or you get put in the corner because there's a band or something. If you're at an event where you have something like that, I think this would be the perfect thing for that.
Absolutely. And on top of that, the sound card on this thing is phenomenal. So it's very crisp, real clean, real punchy. I think it's something you guys are getting. There's another thing that we didn't touch on, but it does have the touch strip up here. So that's if you want to fast forward the song or go to the middle of the song, you can do, and you can disable it in the software as well. But yeah, hey, listen, if you guys like the video, we have more coming. There's another guy in our crew who's going to do an overview of his Rane One, and so it'll be a take. You know, he'll have a different take on it, so a different DJ. And so stay tuned for that. Otherwise, I hope you liked the video. Please give it a like, give it a thumbs up, and you know, subscribe.
Yeah,
help
give us
us
some
out.
comments, give us some feedback, let us know what you want to know. Maybe we'll cover it in another video as we go along. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed.
Noise and Echo, we out. Peace.